Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 2, Episode 184, and I hope you all had a good Christmas yesterday. I'm recording this on the day before Christmas, and I appear to have developed a hat and some little dragon wings. I have no idea which mod is doing that, but yay. I also got the candy cane, that was from Factory Edition, so we can munch that. And yeah, I've been doing stuff. So first things first, we have unlocked the trades of both of these farmers. They are unlocked all the way up to Keiki, so that's the thing. Now down here I also developed where are you? This guy is an electrical engineer, so not so worried about what I can trade for emeralds from him. He's the guy I can trade for various wires. Medium voltage, high voltage, and a few other bits and pieces. So I figured he was actually good, because 1 emerald for wire, whilst expensive in a normal trade, is actually very cheap when you've got access to lots and lots of emeralds. So that's the thing. Now this one here, this is the sage that we kept from the last one, and he trades gunpowder for emeralds. Yeah, fine. Or netherwort for emeralds, or bones for emeralds, blaze rods, slimes, gas tears. Some of these are really expensive, others not so much. But if you've got a renewable resource, such as say you have a skeleton farm, he's very simple. But he also does saddles. I've got nearly 1,500 saddles in my system. And he does name tags. I've got several thousand name tags in my system. And he does cakes for 1 emerald. Now, they're not overly useful, but I can get a cake for an emerald from the farmers to reset his trade, so that's useful. Or pumpkin pie. I've got thousands of pumpkin pies in my system. So I decided he might be the actual way that I'm going to get the majority of my emeralds. Yeah. Anyway, that is not what we are doing today. We are going to leave these guys behind. Well, we've got a couple of things we're going to do. But I've been busy up here. I better also turn off my magnet, because I pick everything up as I walk past down there. So up here, this area is getting very laggy, and I don't know why. The only thing I can think is conveyor belts, but the other area's got conveyor belts, and that doesn't have this issue. So something strange going on. So we got the old bits going on back here. This is the back of that one. I've put some space in. The idea is that we'll have like a little promenade that you can look out of over here. Big door through here. I haven't done the walls. This is really getting laggy, and I don't know why it is. Big room there. No room here currently. Because under here is all of the power for the things, which will come to here, and it actually cuts into this room, which is a bit of a pain. Not sure how I'm going to get around that one. I may just not bother. I may take these off of conveyor belts actually and switch to item ducts. That might reduce the lag in the area, I don't know. Because, you know, there's not a lot changed over here that would have done it. There's a few villagers there to process, but yeah, not doing that right now. So I'm wondering, would it make sense to take these off of that and put them onto duct? Item extractor. You know what, I think it would. I think these are probably not helping so much. It doesn't matter if we do this in the correct order. There we go. Oops. Right, we need to drop those off and that, and send that away as well. Then we should be able to get back over here and get those. Yeah, I'm going to take out the these, because I don't know whether they're not going to help, put it that way. Oops, don't want you. Just a shame you have to put the power into the top there. It's a shame you can't get it in somewhere else, but oh well, such is such. Yeah, so let's get these out of the way. And I think what I'm going to actually do is take out most of this water piping as well, and we'll add it. Do I want to take out most? We could, yeah, we can go, because this is the wall, so we've got there, then we can come this way quite happily. If I wanted with the power, and that will have to move. I'm not seeing a perceptible drop in the, for want of a better word, the lagginess of this. Cables. I've got a horrible feeling that I put my cables back in itself. Yeah, there's something going on here. However, on the subject of things going on, oh, I actually just put it into the thing. That makes a change. I've only put it in itself, which is, you know, that wonderful irony. We've got 4. I probably need a few more, but let's just try that, shall we? It does feel, that feels actually, that feels a lot better. Not vastly a lot better, but you know, oops. A little bit, a lot better. I can also turn that back on, which is going to be bloody wonderful. So we can take you and put you at the end here for the time being. In fact, we'll put you right down at the end there, and we'll take that and we'll place you there. Interesting. Why do you not want to insert? Because it's a fluid pipe, you idiot. Yeah. Tell you, if I had a brain sometimes, I would be dangerous. So then we can just come, you have got 28 in you right now. That's not right. And no, you haven't. Excellent. Right, so we just need two more of those. Oh, I also need to put that back. Yeah, so I set this up with sugarcane and the various pumpkins and melons as well. So we've got 5 of them things. We've got a 6th one there. Now I'm thinking that what we'll do is we will ignore that back wall, and we'll, any more cloches will come down this side, because that opens up this roof for more power. I've also taken out all of the adapters and just done that, so that makes life a little bit easier. Right, let me get those things done. I'll be back in a second. Alright, well, anyway, that's done. What are we going to do this fine Boxing Day? Of course, Boxing Day being the day after Christmas, and a lot of people say, they always thought that Boxing Day was because it was the day after you had all, my god, the lag. What is my FPS? Oh, that is terrible. What? Oh, something is not right here. What is causing that FPS drop? Yeah, Boxing Day. The day after, there's nothing to do with apparently all the boxes that we end up getting. After, I really don't know what's causing this FPS drop. All the boxes we get, apparently it dates from the 1830s, and it was the day that your postal worker and delivery person expected to get their Christmas box. So yeah, apart from my FPS, which is diabolical, I need to do something about. Interesting fact for the day. I'm going to go and try and diagnose what's causing my FPS loss here, because this is shocking. I'll be back in a mo. Yeah, well, I am completely stumped. I've got lag goggles on, and I've analysed. The villagers are actually the worst offenders. I've picked one up, in fact, and moved him out because he was. But there's nothing really. My FPS is just dropping off, and I really do not know why. So we'll soldier. We will soldier on as good soldiers do, and I'm going to put this villager back for now. But we need to what? Pull. Pull. Yeah, my chest is not brilliant now as well, just for good measure, because, you know, not enough that push. Right, that's that one done. Yeah, sorry. I have no idea what is. I know the villagers are causing the lag. I don't know whether it's pathfinding or what, but it's a bit of a pain when I've got so many plans for this area and it is laggy as hell. See, I had planned today to do stuff with these, and you know, get these. Well, that's probably not the best example, but my thoughts were to use maps to come up with some kind of evil lair kind of thing going on. Now, we may still do that, but I know maps in item frames are laggy. And also, what the hell is going on with my remote charging? Thank you. Don't know why that got turned off. Anyway, so my plans were to do something in here with maps. Now, I also have a plan to do something in this room with maps, and I think this is where we're going to go to start off with. I've got, well, I don't anymore. I had maps. I need to get maps. And they're here. These ones we'll just go with, and we'll pop. Oh, man, swear that mod wants me to put on weight. What we shall do is we'll put some of that away. Get the cables back. Put that cable away. Oops. And also the lights away. That can go there, that can stay up there, that can go in there. That is all good. These are finished with, blah blah blah. Right, I need to head back to the main base. One, I want to see if we get this frame rate issue over there, and two, because we don't get it here. Now I know we're going to take a hit when we load, because this is just, you know, there's a lot of development going on in this area. but in terms of FPS, it's not brilliant actually. Oh well. So, main base area. This is the area that I would like to map. I also need to just get rid of that there. Wait, just bear with me a second. I've got a window open over my other windows. So let's start off with this one. Okay. So if that's that, then I probably need to go up to, oops. If I were to come over to here, then that will give us that area, which is directly above that one. And then if we were to go a little bit higher up, past the launch pad, we should be able to get the next area, which we will map. And then what I want to do is come over this way, and let's try another one. So that will bring us over to here neatly. Get rid of you, put that there. In fact, let me just double check that one again. That goes as far as that dome and a bit. Right, so we need to come over to here. And then there. Boop. That should neatly map over onto that. So that's kind of the extent this direction, and then we just need to kind of fill in the holes, and then we need to work the other direction as well. So that's that one. Let me just get this one up. So that is that bit. Till we get down off the bottom. I know this is not the most scientific way of doing it, but there you go. And that will be this bit. Oh, hang on, we need to go that way a bit first. And then we can go this way. Then we've got this one, which is all of this to here. Actually, we probably want that on our bar a second while we just head up and get the middle bit, and then we've mapped on a 3x3 the bulk of the main base. Now I know we can expand these out and stuff like that. That's, you know, is known, but that's not what I'm trying to do right now. What I'm trying to do is get a reasonably large overview map. Right, let's just come over here quickly because my wings are about to expire. Right, let me have a look. So if I'm here, I should be on this map. Yep. And that map covers us all the way down to there, but it's not going to cover us far enough that direction, is it? Hang on. Still on that map. Didn't know you could do that. So that gives us all the way down to there. And that's that one. No, it's not. That's that one. So we come over this way, get these three on. Bloop. Which are not the most interesting maps because there's nothing much on them, but you know, I wasn't really planning on mapping this base when I set about building it. You know, as you do. And I know I've got the map room before anybody points out, and I've still got to do something with that. I'm still absolutely got mind boggled as to what to do with it. I built it, and they didn't come, as the to coin a well-known phrase. However, if we come over this way to, let's have a look. We are on the map now, aren't we? So we need to get to here. And pop that down. That should give us everything for that, which it does, and then we can head back up this way. Now that would normally go there. I need to empty it. Hang on a second. We're getting inventory problems again, as per. Right. Let me just pop you there for now. So this one is all of that. Then this one, oh, we need to head further north. Is here. And then this one will be, I think now this table's going to be squarer than I wanted, but at least it's an even number, so that is a good thing. Did I say table? Oh, I meant to say table. Honest, it was not a slip of the tongue at all. Right, let's head back to the Lagville and see about making it worse, shall we? Yeah, so on the subject of lag and versions and things, I have started playing around with Cids Modded Life Season 3 pack. Oh, that's not where I want it to be. Hang on, let me get that done properly. Okay. And yeah, it's not ready. It's certainly not finished. I still need to play around with quite a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, stop with the candy cane. I'm getting tired of candy cane now. So we need a 4x4, don't we? That's what we've got. Okay. I apologise for the lag in this area. I really don't know what to do about it now. It is definitely this area though. So I suppose one option would be not to keep the villagers in those cryo tubes. It's a bit of a pain because we went to the trouble of making them, but you know, it's a thought, I suppose. We'll worry about that in a moment. Let's go into this room and let's just have a look what we got in terms of dimensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. So if I get my tape things and come from here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be what we're working with. So my thoughts with these villagers now is I'm wondering whether if I stick them all into monster mob containment balls, maybe we'll get a little bit of improvement. I know it's a shame that we're not using the lag factory downstairs, but we can always stick them into some kind of containment balls. And yeah, let me just before I carry on with this, let me just place this down. So this will be the bottom corner. No, that is not what I wanted. Actually, I need to... No. Auto refill off. There we go. Then we come to the next line. I'm going to go and sort these villagers out after this and just contain them all, I think. Because I can't see any other way of achieving what we're aiming for. And finally, this. That actually does look really good from above. Okay, we need to move these out of the way. And I need to just go and contain all those villagers. So let me do that and I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, they're all gone. Except for this guy in here. They're all over there. I'm not seeing any appreciable change, ironically. But what I have done is this particular vessel here, you'll notice a difference. I've put the front on, but there's a gap there, so I'm going to repeat this structure and that structure behind each of these. That will give me, I can basically just spawn them in as and when I need them. And what I've done is I tested this with the old and let's go and see what happens when we sorry guys, it's been swelled, but the swelling went away. Alright. No appreciable difference in FPS whatsoever, which is annoying. Let's stick the lag goggles on now and profile FPS for 30 seconds and let's see what it thinks is our source. If you've not used lag goggles is brilliant. It allows you to spot what is lagging your servers, machines, and it also allows you to see what's causing FPS thing. It's not perfect, because obviously it has to work within the realms of what it has, but you basically run it for a few moments and then it will do that. Now you can see there's a whole load of items which are marked as problems up there. I don't think they're it, but glass item frames, flat item frames, we know item frames are lag FPS issues, but they shouldn't be causing I mean, we had this before. We've now got it again. And if we were to look over that way, yeah, there's no appreciable change. There's something going on, and I really don't know what it is now. So anyway, yeah, lag goggles didn't help. We're just gonna have to work with what we got, but we're coming up on the end of this season anyway, so I'm not too desperate. I want to just finish off building in this area. Whether we continue to use this area a lot is not, but I do want this build finished, and then we'll be probably moving on to the dinosaur area to finish off that build. That's the biggie. Yeah, let me have a play around in here, and I shall be back in a mo. Alright, well, this episode has definitely gone to plan. However, I have got what I wanted to build, which was the idea of kind of a holographic table in a long conference room area, portraying the map of some target, perhaps, if you were an evil villain. All chisels and bits, just black concrete, a few flat blocks, and yeah, I think it looks all right. It's just a shame that the FPS is so bad over here that I am struggling to build. So I think I'm going to do a lot of this build off camera, just to get us to a point where we're done. Next episode we will probably move back over to the dinosaurs for a while, because we're at 184, so next will be 185. That's only 15 episodes away. In the meantime, I'll continue working on the 114 pack. There are some obvious omissions, some things missing that I would quite like. Things like, for example, the what's the word I'm looking for here? Immersive engineering. I can get immersive engineers decor. I can get immersive tech. Immersive tools. I can't get immersive engineering. It's not out for 114 yet. Other things. There are quite a few things out, but a lot of things are conspicuous in their absence. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see how we go, because we'll have 114. I must admit, I am erring towards an aquatic build for 114, because of course it was the update aquatic, so season 3 may have an aquatic build in it, who knows. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you have a really good Boxing Day. Remember to give your postman a nice gift box if you do that kind of thing. I don't think we've ever actually seen the postman. We're never in when they come. And until then, bye for now.